Hey guys, it's Scott here and welcome to my second weekly update or recap of my FUT Champions Weekend League game. So hopefully you do enjoy it. If you do, hit the thumbs up and also leave any feedback to try and make this little mini-series, I guess, a little bit better. So, if you missed my update video for my Road to Glory, then that explains how I managed to get this team going into this weekend league, but this is what we are running with. We made a significant upgrade by getting that Real Madrid trio at the back for us, and it should be really, really good. So I have to start with Mertens CDM to get full chem, but this is what we go to in-game. Courtois with Ramos and Varane at centre-back, Alexandro and Inform DeMarcos at full-back, Alan Nainggolan CDMs, Perisic central cam, Mertens and Gomez as the wide cams, and Immobile as the central striker. Now, there will be an upgrade to this team that will happen after 4 games, but I will show that as a clip. We will be replacing Inform DeMarcos. But let's get into our first game. Again, I used your feedback from the previous episode to try and improve this one, and hopefully you are going to find it useful. And if you have any other ideas, then let me know what they are. But here we go. Game 1. We start this weekend off with a game against a red Josh King and Jamie Vardy combo up front, not too shabby. So, first things first, about 30 minutes in, beautiful little piece of play and Gomez absolutely bangs one top bin. I've actually been really impressed with him so far and I think that he was a good acquisition for the team. 65th minute now, decent little bit of recovery. Nice La Croqueta from Perisic and a beautiful little finesse into the top corner past the goalkeeper. 2-0 is our first result right here. And then we come up against a pro player, absolute mega team. He has 7 players in his starting 11 that cost more than my entire club. Like each of them alone. Ridiculous. Scores a goal with Cristiano. I mean, this was always just going to be an absolute domination of a game. But, I mean, he was good. I'm not going to deny that. He was a good player. This goal, I felt a little bit unfortunate by, like, the fact that I tackled him and then it bounced straight back to him. Plays it to Eusebio, who's in space, and just bangs it top corner. Then I get destroyed. This was not fun. El Tornado into an overhead scissor kick from Ronaldo, and that is 3-0. Not good at all, but we can say that we won the second half because I do have an okay bit of play here. Nice little pass out wide and Mertens does put one in the back of the net. And then we nearly, so nearly, make it 3-2 in the dying minutes of the game. I also hit the post at another point in the game, but this was the killer one. Like, oh man, hitting the bar right there. That should be a goal. That should have been 3-2. But against a Mega Team Pro, I can't be too upset. Next game is our third one, currently 1 win, 1 loss, not the greatest, and we start things off with a very sloppy goal conceded right there. Should not have given the ball away so easily in my own box, but hey, what are you going to do? Then Perisic linking up with Immobile, nice finish right there. I mean, Immobile's finishing, it's very, very good. Everything else, he's not great, but his finishing is actually top class. Now, Perisic is a player that I'm absolutely loving. He bombs forward, gives it to Immobile, who lays it off to Gomez. Nice little cut inside onto that weak foot. But then, instead of using his left, he actually just banged it with the outside of his boot, which was not a bad finish. And as I say, Gomez I'm really, really liking this weekend. We then move on to about the 50th minute at this point. And also this week, based on your feedback, obviously I've got the record as we are seeing each team. Because you wanted to see that and see how we're doing rather than having to work it out yourself. And I'm also trying to show a little bit more of the build-up in the goals that I both score and concede as Immobile bangs one in there, so that you get a bit more of a feel of how the goal came about rather than just, oh, he's in the box, he scored. Like that right there. Okay play by Nainggolan, but give it to Perisic, and yet again, La Croqueta, a godly skill move, but this is the pick of the bunch. Play it to Gomez, flicks it up, and bang! Pick that one out. The goalkeeper got absolutely nowhere near that. That was a sick finish, and unfortunately, the guy rage quit, so I couldn't actually see the replay, which sucked. But then into our fourth game with a 2-1 ratio so far. Not too bad, but a decent Premier League team. Got some okay Champions League players in there as well. But Alejandro Gomez winning a free kick early on. Now, a lot of people have asked me how I do this, so I press LT RB, and then you do a fake shot whilst holding each of those buttons, and it makes your players run over the ball. Then, if you are just aiming straight and you press pass, it will go to your RB player, which in this case is Gomez. Now, I do get tackled there, but the ball falls kindly to me twice, and we get quite a jammy goal. That was in the 70th minute, so I can't really complain about the fact that he then absolutely bangs one in, off the crossbar and in, with Fernandinho. That was pretty nice. To extra time now, and a little bit of decent play. Dembele doing well to delay the pass right here, forcing him to slide, forcing his goalkeeper to come out, lay it off to Perisic, but then I did concede an equaliser. Kind of frustrating that I selected Nainggolan instead of Varane right here, but what are you going to do? And then we did lose on penalties. I can't do penalties post-patch, but there you go. So those are the 4 games that I played before my stream. Now let's get on to the streamed games. Firstly, before we get into those games, I did complete the flashback Juanfran SBC. As I said before, he goes into my team to replace Inform DeMarcos. We then move into our first game of Friday's live stream, and we come up against a decent looking team, obviously with an insta sub of Guendouzi, but this is our first goal right here. Nainggolan with a nice, just sort of timed wait until Immobile actually found himself some space, and that put us 1-0 up right there. A little bit of interplay right here. Immobile with the heel to heel and a nice finish. He's doing okay so far. 2-0 up with not long left in the game to go, but then I concede. Yeah, that was sick. I can't deny it. And we even said it on stream. At the time, we weren't allowed to admit that it was good. But as soon as I got this goal to make it 3-1, then it was like, okay, sure, he scored an absolute banger against me. Next game, 92 Suarez, 92 De Gea. Like, are you serious? So he goes 1-0 up through Aubameyang, because Aubameyang is absolutely unreal this year and just scores basically everything that he touches. Aubameyang again to that 92 Suarez, 2-0 down on the brink of half-time, not looking good. Immobile did manage to drive forward here though. Nice lob through ball to Allen and a great finish by him. Very surprising Immobile's pass was actually that accurate, because his long passing is awful. It's the main reason that I get frustrated by him. But he does go big there and score the equaliser. Then, with a couple minutes left to go, a beautiful stop and turn after a lovely through ball by Perisic means that Lozano gets the winning goal, 3-2 right there. Next game, 7. This is how we are doing so far. 4-2, it's okay. But yet again, we're up against David De Gea. Unfortunately for him, though, there is no way he is stopping Alejandro Gomez's strike right there. And then a little bit of play here. I don't know where he was going with his defender there. He pretty much just left Immobile free for me to pass to, but I will take that. And then Gomez through to Mertens later on in the game. Nice little turn from him, and that is 3-0. So currently 5-2. We're doing okay, right? Moving into game 8, we get yet another player of the month, Lucas. Absolute shock, I know. But Perisic absolutely smashes him until the shot comes. Then he gets a bit unlucky with the block, but he does score the volley, which was a bit fortunate. Now, we debated this for about 10 minutes after this game, how to stop that kind of goal. And we've tried to potentially figure it out going forward. But it was a really, really nice low cross to Lucas, and he put it away. But we did get a penalty, and we did win that game. So, on to number 9 now, 6-2. Gabby Jesus up top with, again, player of the month Lucas. And Perisic start things off by playing a ball into Immobile's feet. Don't know how he managed that spin and turn and shoot, but hey, we'll take it. And then Mertens to Alejandro Gomez. I've really, really liked him. Plays it to Immobile, who then just slots it home. He is doing well for us, isn't he? And then later in the game, Perisic scores an absolute banger of a first-time shot. That was pretty nice to make it 3-0. And then Perisic and Immobile linking up yet again. Perisic bounding through on goal, plays it across to Dries Mertens to make it 4, and that is a rage quit. And then we move on to the final game of our first live stream this weekend. So we had a record of 7-2 going into this one. Decent little team right there with Cavani as his star player. But we do go 1-0 up, very, very fortunately right there, through Allen. But it was jammy, wasn't it? So we'll take it. But a couple of minutes later, he does manage to equalise, unfortunately. Then, with 10 minutes left in the game, We go forward, Alejandro Gomez to Perisic, who plays a lovely through ball to Lozano, bombing down the wing. Slightly cuts inside, drills it back to Mertens, who actually manages to get his head on it and make it 2-1. And then the final goal of our first stream of the weekend comes from another one of these free kicks. We lay it off to Alexandro, but this time it's a little bit different. We actually end up passing it backwards to Perisic, who then finesses it in. Not a bad goal. Then we move on to the next stream. So here we go. This is the beginning game 11 with a current ratio of 8 wins and 2 losses. Not too bad. And we get into this stream by starting things off with, look at this, cheeky little goal right there to put us 1-0 up within 20 minutes of this game. Not the worst start in the world. And then just after that, we somehow concede that goal. I'm honestly not entirely sure how that went in, but never mind, because with a few minutes left, we then take one of these free kicks that we absolutely love, and we bang that top corner to make it 2-1 to us. And then, just to end off this game, we do actually end up making it 3-1 right at the end of the match with this little goal right here. Bang! There it is. So these two subs just combining so well. Dembele and Lozano, they are smashing it for me. Next game we come up against yet another inform in the middle right there, but who cares when you go 1-0 up within 5 minutes? It's perfectly fine. We will take that. Alejandro Gomez is smashing it for us so far, but we concede. Let's just ignore that, right? Douglas Costa with a goal, and then we get very unlucky with this goal. Very unfortunate to go 2-1 down right there. And then this one right here to equalise was okay, but then are you surprised that we concede pretty much a last-minute corner goal to lose that game? Isn't it fun? FIFA 19, everybody. But moving to the next game, and he has got a 90 rated Dybala Champions League card. Incredible. I wish I could have that one. That would be an incredible addition to my team. But he wasn't the best player in the world, so we go 2-0 up right there, and then give me the ball again, 3-0. This was a beautiful little chipped ball through to Alan to get a rage quit. This game is another appearance for that player of the month, Hazard, 93 rated card on the left wing. Scary to come up against, to be honest with you, and even scarier when you go 1-0 down to a team containing it. Not ideal for us conceding to Salah, but a nice little turn and finish right there from the one and only Hirving Lozano. He comes on, he scores goals. It's what he does for us. It's as simple as that. And there he is again. This is how a substitute turns a game around. This is like a 15-minute hat-trick for Lozano right here after he came on. And he's just a beast. Like, he's an incredible super sub. Him and Dembele together, I can't explain. Their chemistry just seems to be absolutely ridiculous, and I absolutely love it. And we finished the game 4-1, so that was decent right there. Next game we move on, and would you believe it, it's another Hazard. That is a surprise right there, isn't it? But we do go 1-0 up in this match. Nice little bit of play. I thought I'd overplayed it at the time, not going to lie, but going 1-0 up is good, and then we get a second to add on to that. We're looking decent in this game, and why not make it interesting by conceding? But that game finished 2-1. There wasn't actually anything that happened in the second half, so we'll take it. And then we come up against another Hazard. It's just near enough every single game at this point. A lot of people had done the SBC or done the loan, which I guess wasn't too surprising. But we did manage to get 2-0 up at this point. Like, it's not that bad. Sometimes when you come up against a good player that's got this card, they're really going to destroy you. And of course, he's going to score in a lot of the games that he does play in, because, I mean, it's a 93 rated card. It's sick. Now, this, I can't really explain what happened in this game, to be honest with you. He managed to equalise there. That was insane. And then everything just sort of fell apart. It was one of those games where everything just felt awful. Like, there are those turning points in games where you just don't know what's going on. And all of a sudden, your players can't control the ball. Nothing works for you. And this was one of those where, if you were watching it in the stream, you'd understand. I just couldn't explain it. It was really frustrating. We did manage to get a goal back right there, though, late on with Mertens, and that was in the 85th. We decided to go all-out attack at this point, so 4-2-4, Dembele and Lozano just playing out of their skin, and Dembele gets a last-minute equaliser. So from 4-2 down to 4-all, and then we did actually manage to take it to penalties right here, and as you can see, Pogba steps up. He has to score this to keep the game going, and here is that lovely run-up of his that everybody loves to see in this game. And doesn't he look like a moron? So Pogba cost him the game right there with I mean, it was an absolutely terrible penalty. But that was probably the best comeback of this weekend. I really, really like that because Dembele and Lozano, again, I know I keep saying them, but they're so good together. And that last Dembele goal to make it 4-all was absolutely beautiful. This was another game where I managed to go 1-0 down very early on. It's just my standard thing in FIFA this year. I don't know what it is. Don't know if it is a kickoff boost or whatever. But I love conceding a very early goal. So I make it more difficult for myself having to come back all the time. But we did get one back right there, which was okay. And then we concede one of the luckiest goals that I've conceded this year. On the spin from Vidal, deflects in and past my keeper. That was a very, very unfortunate loss. Nothing I could do about that goal, unfortunately. Now, next game, we do go 1-0 up very early on through a penalty. Now, here's a question for you that I asked last episode. Are there any things that you think I should add to this mini-series each week in these weekly recap or highlight videos that you think would improve it? I have one idea that I think I'm going to introduce next week that I think someone put in the comments last time, and that is to keep a tally of goals scored by my players as well as assists. So we can see by the end of each weekend who got the most goals, who played well, who got a load of assists. Maybe we'll do match ratings or something like that as well. But if you have any ideas, then put them in the comments, and that would be really, really good to get your feedback and see what you think could potentially be added to try and help this mini-series out. As we score an absolute banger of a goal right there. That was beautiful. This guy's team was sick. Neymar, I mean, it was only a matter of time before Cavani scored a near post header. It was one of those games, you knew it was coming. He had loads of efforts like that, and you were just waiting for it to happen. But yet again, the super sub of dreams, Hirving Lozano in form, comes on and wins us a game. Next game up against Heung-min Son. I hate that card. I absolutely despise playing against it. It's just too good. But look at this play. Immobile with a nice little finish there. Gomez and Mertens into play right there. Immobile finishing it off. It's basically the only thing he can do in this game, but his finishing is not bad. That right there, I guarantee you, he shot and it fell to Balotelli, who then put it away. And then this game sort of just fell away, and it's kind of depressing. Heung-min Son, like I say, hate playing against him. Absolute nightmare of a player. And he's just very, very frustrating. So we're 2-1 down at this point. Plays it into Son. Of course he scores first time. It's Heung-min Son. It's what he does. It's bad. It's really, really bad at this stage. But we do try and work an opening. And we do get a goal back right there, which is not bad. 3-2. The comeback is potentially on right now. Perisic going forward. Gives it to Dembele yet again. He and Lozano link up to get another goal. This link up is sick. I would definitely recommend trying one or both of these as super subs in your team because they are very, very good. And then obviously you can see we get another goal right at the end there. And again, the super subs have been great for me this weekend. Last weekend, I didn't really get that much luck from my subs, but this weekend was unbelievable. This game, I actually lost 1-0. Very, very rare in FIFA, I know, to only concede one goal, but there you go. This guy had Red Hulk and Red Lacazette. I messaged him after the game because I was like, did you finish top 100 or something, or did you just get incredibly lucky? He finished gold 2, and he got Red Hulk and Red Lacazette. Like, the luck involved in that is absolutely ridiculous. Mine in gold 1 were nowhere near as good as that. But I guess that's the luck of the draw, isn't it? Immobile, by the way, what a finish that is. I know it was a bit lucky that it got headed back to him, but wow, on his weak foot, just banging that one in, and then bangs in a penalty. Side netting is always beautiful to see. It is absolutely perfect. But of course, it wouldn't be FIFA 19 without a corner goal, would it? So that made it 4-1. How he scored that with Ronaldo, I have absolutely no idea. But it doesn't matter. We win. Next game, we come up against Jamie Vardy. Will he have a party against us? Well, Ross Barkley definitely will. Goes 1-0 up with a strike right there. But we do manage to get a goal back with Varane. I wasn't even controlling him. FIFA's just great in that way. I wanted to control Ramos on the corner. Barkley? No. Varane had other ideas and just banged one in. Just like Jamie Vardy did right there. Don't know what he was doing in defence right here because he was winning at that stage with less than 10 minutes to go, sliding all over the place, not sure what he was doing, but then the beautiful La Croqueta by Dembele, and you guessed it, Lozano is the guy to finish it off. But then, what a shock, another corner goal that was absolutely outrageous, that one on the spin. Managed to get him the equaliser, but I did at least win on penalties, so I felt like I deserved that one. Next game, we're up against a bit of a mixed squad, sorry. That is not too shabby. He does go 1-0 up through a near post goal, kind of frustrating, but then, I mean, look at that. What was he doing right there? Gomez is onside because his defender was for some reason really, really far back, so we do get an equaliser. However, Nainggolan through to Jesus, up to Sterling, who somehow just easily gets past me as if I'm not even there. Makes it 2-1. But Immobile and Nainggolan, nice link up there. Gives it to Mertens on the ball right now. Little drag back. Plays it to Immobile, who is easily onside because yet again, one of his defenders was sat so far back. So he got the goal. Mertens was a lovely heel-to-heel skill move right there. Lovely, lovely finish on his left foot as well. Made it 3-2 to me. Lozano is on at this point. Through to Perisic. Chips his keeper, and now you are about to see Courtois' worst mistake for me on this game. This is fine, right? Gets deflected, going off for a goal kick. Nah. Courtois decides, you know what? Let me kick it straight to you. Open the door for this guy. This game was won, right? And then he gets an equaliser. Absolutely unreal ball. And in the space of 2 minutes, we've gone from 4-2 up to 4-all. Thank you very much, Thibaut. However, Lozano is an absolute monster going through. Gets very lucky. I mean, I feel like I don't enjoy scoring goals like that, but Courtois was the only reason he got to extra time there. So I feel like it's kind of just that I did end up winning. It would have been very unlucky not to. Next game, however, Jesus, yet again, I concede in the first 5 minutes of a game of FIFA 19. What an absolute shock. He goes 2-0 up. Lacazette, not entirely sure how my keeper didn't save it, but never mind. Martial's free at the far post. 3-0. Not a good game. Not a good game whatsoever. And now Alexandro cannot deal with this. Through all the way past Juanfran to Martial at the far post. And I got destroyed in that game. 4-0. Absolutely unreal. However, next game, I actually get the kickoff goal. The scenes. Lukaku scores though. Every single time I play against the guy, he scores a goal, and I don't really understand how. But Alejandro Gomez, absolute banger. He had a previous shot in that game that did not go in, and I don't really understand how. But look at that by Immobile. The drag back of dreams, and he rage quit after that goal. Not too surprising. It was absolute destruction. Another Red Hulk we're up against in this game, as well as Aubameyang, my most hated player. And we play the ball through. A lovely little team play. Perisic with a just monster ball roll right there. Blasts it top corner. And we do get the goal. I mean, look at that. That's just, it's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Again, I hate scoring goals like that. He does manage to score somehow an absolute worldie with Fred. I assume that was a perfect time finish. Otherwise, how did that happen? Thought Gomez had messed that up because he left the ball behind him. But what a beautiful cross that was. That was an RB cross. I then have some calamitous defending going on. Both my players running into each other. Not good right there. And then Aubameyang, again, I hate him. I despise playing against this guy. Every single year of FIFA, he's just a nightmare for me. And would you guess it, he scored. Again, the comeback makes it 4-3. I do, however, get a penalty, which I score. Put it away. That makes it 4-all. We go into extra time. Would you look who it is? It's Aubameyang with a near post corner. FIFA 19, everybody. Mertens, however, gets the ball, plays it across to the beast that is Hirving Lozano. And we do get that equaliser to take us to penalties. Now, I score mine right here to put us ahead. Courtois has the chance to save us. And he does. So that is a win on penalty shootout right there. Not too bad. That means our record is now 21 wins, 6 losses. So I've got 3 games left. If I win 2 out of 3, then I get elite. Unfortunately, I go 1-0 down in this game. I then go 2-0 down. This was not a good start if I wanted to get elite. And give it to Lukaku, give it back to Sané. I mean, what can you do? That was absolutely perfect, that goal from Leroy. And we are now 3-0 down in this game. And then Mbappe scores just one of the most ridiculous corner goals I've conceded. Now, I did get a beautiful goal here with Mertens, but I got smashed. I got absolutely destroyed in that game. Fair play, he was good. We then come up against needing to win my remaining 2 games. A team containing Neymar and Mbappe again. I concede a very, very unlucky corner goal from Van Dijk right there. Just unfortunate, not much you can do about it. Really nice through ball by Gomez, I believe that was, to Immobile. Good finish. Perisic linking up with Lozano, and it looks like he's going to be the hero. Scores in extra time. But then I concede because it's me. He actually worked that really well. Really nice cross to Neymar instead of just banging it with Fabinho. Then I concede and... I mean, it's just annoying. Really, really good goal. But Perisic the saviour, 110th minute. And now, this is potentially the reason I do not get elite. Courtois not saving that penalty, even though it was straight at him. I don't know how he didn't save that, but that cost me this game. I mean, he saves my penalty there. If Courtois had saved it, which he should have done, I would have won this penalty shootout. However, I then miss my next one, and it's in sudden death. He scores, and he wins. So we go into our final game, not being able to get elite, and we come up against Baby R9. Not what you need at all. Mertens scoring a nice goal to start things off, though. All I'm playing for at this point is pride. Last week I got 20 wins. I wanted to see how many I could get this week. So 22 is now our target. If we can get that, then at least we can try and build on that in the future. And if we beat our record, then we will be getting elite, which is awesome. So maybe next weekend that's what we can do. Now, this game also went to extra time. Lozano linking up with Perisic. Beautiful little finish right there. But alas, he does manage to get an equaliser. Lucas, and we go to penalties in our final game of the weekend. Alan taking this one, puts it away, and we do win. So we finished this weekend 22-8. Thank you very much for watching the highlights. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.